That's why he's the biggest psycho to ever grace the earth. Also, there isn't one person tougher than Luke Rimmer. I'm telling you, there's not one person who can get out of Luke Rimmer's grapple. When Luke Rimmer was sparring with Robert Whittaker, Whittaker was very lucky that he didn't get caught in a Luke Rimmer grapple, because the champ would have been embarrassed by an amateur in the gym. I'm telling you, he would have got... Yeah, look no further than that clip. His professional fight where it lasted 40 seconds. You know what I mean? Look no further.
Yeah, look no further at all.
He went after him like a fucking Wolverine. And
He's told me so many fucking stories of like him sparring in the gym with someone.
Oh, legendary sparring stories. Legendary.
Yeah, and he will. They always kind of follow a formula. It's basically just someone clocked him really good.
Oh.
And then they've gotten like really aggressive about it. It's either he clocked someone really good or someone else got him really good.
And then it's all on.
Then, like, and then they've gotten angry at him. And then he's kind of just had to fucking like settle them down by like fucking basically like grappling them or something.
Subdue them.
Yeah, he basically just had to restrain them. Like one guy was like getting real cocky and was throwing heaps of punches.
Luke, you know what Luke should do to make some coin? Become a bouncer. He'd be a tremendous bouncer.
I think he nearly did that at one point.
Because like bouncers, they have to be really good at like just grabbing someone and just taking him away. Like Rimmer would be great at that.
Honestly, at this point in my life, Luke Rimmer is my number one go-to for like in terms of like if there's any type of conflict.
Oh, call Rimmer up.
Even like vocal like negotiation skills. I want Rimmer on my side. Like he's just.
I'm gonna start calling.
When it comes to conflict, he's so complete.
I'm gonna start calling him Luke the Problem Solver Rimmer, because honestly,
he called himself that today.
He did? Oh my god.
Yeah, because I was talking about something like I had like an issue with like I was like he was like order your I got Guzin today and he was like just order it on your phone and I was like yeah but I got cash I don't want to spend the money in my bank account and he like problem solved it for me. I was like yeah I could do that actually.
Master.
It's like it just goes fuck I'm such a good problem solver. Call me Luke Problem Solver Rimmer.
Oh, you said that right there, Luke the Problem Solver Rimmer. That'd be like I'm more looking at like if there's someone who wants to have a fight, call Rimmer up, because it's like yeah I'm not saying that like I don't want to burden him. I'm not just gonna start a fight and then just call Rimmer up. But if I'm in Rimmer's presence and there's somebody acting up, I assume that Rimmer will take the dog down and get everything going. like all I know is this: I just picture Rimmer. To get him to stop, you would have to shoot him. You have to shoot him a couple times. I'm telling you, because like he's
that's
like
that's the best part though.
No, because like he's like a dog with a bone. Like he bites down on the mouth guard, and to get him to stop, because you can't teach rage. He's got rage. You can't. You would have to. It's like the U.S. Army. You would have to put a whole round in him to stop him from fucking.
Like there's a rampaging Rimmer somewhere.
It's like Hulk. It's like when the army's going after Hulk and they get spraying him with bullets. Like you would have to spray him to get him down. And even then, you have to like he wouldn't be dead if you'd just be subdued.
The SWAT team's gonna come out after him.
You would need to literally shoot him. You know, like because the guy won't stop.
There's not a man on this like one-on-one. I don't care if you're military trained, you know, in hand-to-hand combat. Rimmer's not like you could be better than him in terms of like technical fighting skill.
Doesn't matter.
There's not one bloke better than there's not one bloke tougher.
This is my big catchphrase.
He won't go down.
This is my big catchphrase. There's not one person, past, present, or future, that could defeat Luke Rimmer one-on-one in a fight. I'm sorry. Because
he's like Naruto, he just never gives up.
Yeah, because you won't be able to get him to stop. Like once the wheel is turned, it won't stop. You would have to shoot the guy. In hand-to-hand combat, I'll amend that. There's not one person, past, present, or future. I like future too because no one ever is going to be tougher than him. Yeah. Or past, present, or future.
It's all tough. Like he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. No, and past, present, or future, no one man will be able to defeat Luke Rimmer in hand-to-hand combat. Not one man. I'm sorry. Because what happened? You'd have to literally put a couple rounds in him to get him to stop moving.
Yeah, yeah. If Luke entered the UFC, the rest would have to have a tranquilizer gun for each fight.
Oh, yeah, dude, no, live ammo. You have to shoot him with a 9mm. I was like, you have to shoot
Luke
him.
just absorbs the bullets at that point.
It bounces off him. It bounces off him. You have to put a whole round in there. Because honestly, the guy is like I don't know how to explain it. He's like a jack in the box. You wind him up and you can't get him to stop. It's like he bites on and he gets locks like a dog's jaw and gets rips and tears. And you're gonna have to literally shoot him to get him to stop. You can't reason with him. You can't reason with him, even though he's a reasonable guy. But once he gets into that realm,
once the fingers snap, he snaps,
once he sees red, when the blood mist comes up in his eyes,
like a raging bull.
He's like Zabuzar. He's the demon. Once he sees red, it's like when Zabuzar killed 100 of his fucking fellow classmates when he was doing the CUNY exams. That's the whole backstory. That's why he's the demon of the mist. Once he sees that red mist in the eyes, it's like, I don't care if you guess him in Oz or a family member. You can't reason with that bloke because you can't take rage. I'm telling you, he honestly.
One time,
yeah.
This is fucking hilarious. Now I think back on it. One time, I pretty much just said to him, because he was talking to me about fighting, and I just said to him, "What would you do if I just went at you, like in terms of like I really wanted to fight you?" And I started throwing hands.
Jesus Christ.
And he says to me, he said he would probably think that I was playing around at first, but then he said once he realized that I was serious and I genuinely wanted to like fucking knock him out or something, he said he would restrain me and hold me there, and basically just until I stopped. Like he told me he said he probably wouldn't punch me. He said he'd just restrain me.
It's even more worrying. The fact that he wouldn't even have to inflict damage upon you. All he would do was just cancel. All he would do was cancel you out and make you obsolete in a fight. He'd just grab your arms, and all of a sudden, you've got no means of attack, and he could hold you there. Wait, what do you actually?
Luke won all 3 of his fights through submission, like his professional fights. He won all of them through submission.
Yeah, he's so like I'm not
if Luke gets a hold of me, I'm very fucking worried.
There's not one person, past, present, or future, that can defeat Luke River in a hand-to-hand combat. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're fucking John Jones. You ain't beating him.
I don't care if you're Alexander Volkanovski.
Yeah,
Rimmer has fought.
Volkanovski's a midget. Rimmer would eat him alive. Such disrespect. Yeah. Rimmer would hate that. Rimmer would hate that.
He's only like one of the top feather. What division is he again?
I think he's a featherweight. He fought Aldo. I think he's fighting it. Yeah,
he's only one of the top featherweights.
He's 135.
In the world.
135 pounds, which is Rimmer, like that's one of Rimmer's legs. So it's like so Rimmer, I'm telling you, he would beat John Jones in a fight in grappling. I don't care. There's not a man born past, present, or future. Yeah.
Past, present, or future.
You might need to go.
Future part is because you have no idea what's happening in the future, but you lock it down anyway.
No, honestly, you're gonna have to start getting into different universes to actually determine somebody who could perhaps
Luke's
make
like a
it.
Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah, he's like One Punch Man. That guy. Like people are coming from different planets to fucking have a gig. It's like I don't know. It's bizarre. It's like I don't tell him to his face. We play Oztag together. I'll tell him on the mic next time I see it. I'll go, Luke, I've had a big epiphany. I was talking to Jesse one night, and he told me a couple stories, and I just started thinking about it. I honestly believe there's not a man born, past, present, or future that can defeat you in a fight. I honestly, because you can't teach. Because you can't
absolutely love that.
And I go, because you can't teach rage. And once you get honestly, I don't think you would ever like. I just don't think. I was like, he would. I don't know. I just tell him honestly, to defeat you, you would have to like shoot you or something, put a couple of rounds in you, because you ain't gonna stop. And I'll just say, dude, if someone asked me in the future, who's the toughest bloke you ever seen fight, I go, it's Luke Rimmer.
Yeah, look him up.
I go, there's no one born, past, present, or future that can defeat this guy in hand-to-hand combat. You know, you can shoot him, and you're gonna have to shoot him.
You need a weapon. You
Well,
can't in hand-to-hand combat.
but
You're
even with
not
a weapon,
winning.
even with a weapon, you got to be able to land the weapon on him, and you got to be able to. And
Yeah, Luke would eat it. He
honestly,
would grab it and bend it like a
imagine
metal
you,
pipe.
imagine if Luke is staring you in the face and you're holding a bat. You don't think he would rip it out of your hand. He would disarm you. There's no way you would. You swing at him, he would take your legs. He would eat the shot, or catch the shot, rip it out of your hands, and then he's more angry because you're using a weapon.
And now he's got a weapon in his hand.
And now he has a weapon in his hand. So that's why you have to shoot him, because you can't get close to him. Because if you get close to him, he'll disarm you. So you have to shoot him. You have to put this guy down. He's like a wild beast. That's why humans developed guns, because they couldn't fight these people. There's certain people, because you can't teach rage. I'm telling you. Once he sees that red mist, and he's sitting there going, I will kill him. I will end his life. When that Luke River comes out, it's nightmares. It's stuff of nightmares. You don't want to tell your kids about it, or scare them. Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know about River.
I'll tell you one more before I hold on.
Yeah.
This is his most recent one. It wasn't really a fight, but
I like how he keeps fighting him. I've never been in a fight in my life, and like he's like stumbles into him. He's like the nicest guy. He must be looking for fights.
Well, Luke told me he's actually only got ever since he was 18. He told me he's only gotten to 3 fights like while out in the town or something.
No, okay, that's right. Well, people probably would fight him because he's a big guy. Test himself.
Yeah, but he's also good at like people get pissed off with him because I don't know why.
He's smart ass.
He's good at diffusing the situation.
Yeah, he's good at that. But as soon as he sees that red mist, night.
But basically, what happened was, this guy he was at like a Macca's in town, and like he was talking, and then he heard behind him some guy go to him, I'm gonna fucking punch this guy. And then I think Luke kind of like turned around to him and was like,
Hey, don't
he
hit
didn't say
me.
like what's your problem or anything, but he was just like come on man, I'm just joking. And then like they kind of went back and forth. Then Luke just like dismissed him. He was like he just looked away. And then apparently the guy sucker punched him while he wasn't looking.
Yeah, right.
And then Luke said even at that point he still wasn't going to fight. And then apparently all his friends started holding him back because they thought he was going to go on him. But the fact that his friends started holding him back actually gave the guy another shot. So then Luke got punched in the face again.
Fuck some friends.
And then
What the fuck?
And then I mean they probably made the right call. Luke would have killed the guy.
Well, we know that. We know it now.
Yeah. And Luke yelled out to him as he was being pulled back from his friends. He goes, "You punch like a little bitch."
Oh
and the
my
guy threw
God.
another punch. And got another punch in just before some more people started restraining him. Chipped Luke's tooth. And then Luke apparently like spat it onto the ground and went. And then he yelled up and he was like, "Is that all you fucking got?"
That there is the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and after that, he said the guy was like, "What the fuck?"
Because he's not the scariest thing about fighting is.
And this was a big, muscly guy apparently too.
Yeah, this is the scariest thing about fighting. This is what separates the fighters from the non-fighters. Okay, people can throw punches and all that, but
yeah. And so how much can you take?
But it's like you should be scared of the guy who wants to take the punches. That's who you should be scared of, because it's like, holy, this guy's willing. He's willing to get wet. Because some people want to go swimming and don't want to get wet in fighting. Like they just want to fight. They don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
Like the guy who actually wants to be hit. That is the scariest bloke in the gym. Get away from him. He's a code red. Get away from him. You're gonna have to
He's
put.
danger.
Yeah, he's honestly toxic to get away from him, because he will honestly. He'll be. He's like the type of guy that you would have to beat him to death. You'd have to. As I said.
Even then, he'd still be asking for more.
No, you couldn't beat. As I said, you can't beat him hand to hand. So you're gonna have to shoot him. So that's the problem. You're gonna have to shoot him like he's like an alien. Because you can't fight him. That's the problem. It's like, if I had a bat in my hand and Luke's like, "Come on mate, let's fucking fight," I'd put the bat on the ground and I'd walk away. I'm like, "Yeah, we're doing this. I'm gonna swing a bat at you." Anyway, yeah, the guy's a freak, and he's the biggest psycho I've ever heard in my life. And when I'm on the microphone, I can't wait to get on the microphone next because it'll just be a big. I'll just be sucking him off for 2 hours, telling me how good he is. So that's it. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's it. And he